I'm baffled because the song that I was about to tell you about just came on. Public Spirit Guide reading, Baddie Training Edition. Hello and welcome back to another Public Spirit Guide reading with Captain K. This reading is for @Tallyco. For those of y'all that are not familiar with my page, everything that I say is completely channeled, so look into it. And I'll go off what the guides tell me to. So let's get started. Okay, so what I was gonna say is that song that was just playing was Ghostface by Drace Music. And as I was like calling into your guides, it just kept playing. So I have a question and then I'm going to move on because I don't know how comfortable you are with this. Do you read smut? That is a book talk song and it is very smut-like. It was actually made for smut books. Gonna move on because we're gonna text about it later if you answer it in the comments or whatever. Hannah, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I know you've been majorly sexualized because of your Asperger's cheeseburgers, and I'm here to tell you right now, as someone who has experienced the exact same thing, get them off of you. I did something new in this, and I went to the most impactful, strongest introspective point guide. And let me tell you, this is like going back in time for me, just about a year or two ago, when I could not figure out what was going on. And this is after the cleanups and cleanoffs. I cannot imagine what you think in your head is coming from you when it could not be farther from coming from you. I'm gonna have to zoom out and clean off. But do not be upset. This is not something to fear. Whenever I ask, all right, Tally, so the first guide that comes through for you is this guy that's like looking through a window at you. And it makes me go, if this is your guide, why are they on the outside of the window looking at you? Anyway, whenever I ask them if there is a human name that they would prefer to be called, it says Andrew. And you do not have to call them by their names. You could just say the guy that does blank. This is just for brains that work in XYZ type ways, different people. Okay. So whenever I ask him what his purpose is as being your spirit guide / spirit team member, it now makes sense why he's on the outside. He turns around and points to the horizon, and I'm like, now he just points, which tells me that you are a seer. You like to channel via seeing. So he communicates to you via movements and pointing and stuff like that. And I said, is it to see it coming? And he said yes, which is something I recently made a healing for, me and Kat. So I will also send you that. All right, so the next guide that comes through for you, ignore this one up there, but this is what it looks like, and it makes me go, they know. They are all scanning for potential danger. I cannot express to you enough on this video how much it is not you, and you are not the problem, but it'll come. Whenever I ask them if there is a human name that they would prefer to be called, they just kind of go, no, but they did talk. Whenever I ask them how they communicate with you, they say it's just through talking, and they like move their hands like this, which tells me that they are talking like in your head, and you think it's conversations, like random conversations, but it's conversations with them. Okay, love y'all. Bye.